Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penge and welcome to the May 2018 edition of the Geek Cupboard Rambles. So you might not know what one of these is, because you might be new to the channel or you just never ever dared click on one before because you thought it looked a bit rubbish. And well, you're partly right. All this is a stream of consciousness of me kind of delivering a channel update, but with rambling. With rambling and tosh and nonsense and ditherations and all the other things that you would come to expect from me. But yeah, so I'll ping off on tangents at points. Can you ping off on a tangent or is it at a tangent? I don't really know. I'm not entirely sure what a tangent is. What is a tangent? I don't really know what a tangent is, but whatever. You can ping off at them or on them. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't use the word tangent ever again. I'll go and look it up and find out what it means before I then deploy it again in language. But yeah, so I'll go off and talk about different things. A bit like that just there. But yeah, tangents are something to do with maths, aren't they? They're a mathematical thing. And I still am. I am terrible at maths and I was terrible at maths. Fun fact, everybody, I was in the bottom group at maths, which is of no great surprise to some of you who are regular viewers. But yeah, bottom group when I did my GCSEs about 5,000 years ago, whatever it was now. So yes, so that's why I probably don't know what a tangent is. And maybe I didn't cover it because I was in the bottom group. But there we go. But I did okay anyway, so yay. This video is going to be split up into a few bits. There's not loads to cover. There's a little bit to cover. So I'm going to put little timestampy things down in the video description if you just want to skip to the games bit and ignore the other whiffly waffly channel update bit, which I'm going to do now. Then you can do that. If you go to the video description, there will be little timestampy links for you to click on, which is lovely. So we are going to start off with 2,000 subscribers because we got to 2,000 subscribers in the last Ramble video in March. I think we were on sort of 1,300, 1,400, I think, possibly. I think we were coming up to 1,400. And now we've just gone over a win of 2,300. So that is an extra 1,000 folk. And again, and I say this in all of these, and I even say that I say this in all of these, I'm amazed. I am gobsmacked and flabbergasted and amazed and humbled. I really am, because I just find it amazing that people that you are choosing, even if you watch, I don't know, 5 minutes or something, you go, yeah, that'll do. That's 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes of your precious time that you have spent watching the Geek Cupboard stuff. And that means a lot to me. So thank you very much. If you are a new subscriber, welcome aboard. And thank you for taking part. If you are an old-time subscriber, you know who you all are now. We've got the old guard in. We've got the old faithful in. Then, again, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for everyone who chips in with comments and likes and shares and all that kind of stuff as well. It is very, very grateful. It is grateful. I am very, very grateful. It's very lovely of you. And, yeah, I'm always a bit humbled. And it's one of these things now where, again, the numbers are so unfathomable. The numbers are just so silly. If I check now, as I record this, we are on 2,306 subscribers. So I imagine, I kind of can't really picture 2,306 people. If I was stood in a room on, at the front of a room, giving a speech to 2,306 people, I would be absolutely terrified. I would be terrified. I'd be bringing up my lunch. So, and then the views, we've just gone past 325,000 views. That's a lot of views. That is a lot of views. And again, I can't quite picture that. 325,000 views is big. It's lots. So yeah, the numbers have gotten to this sort of unquantifiable kind of thing again where I can't really visualize it. But yeah, thank you again, everybody. Thank you for taking part, contributing, liking, disliking, even that's fine. If you want to dislike stuff, that's absolutely fine. And it is much appreciated by me. But anyway, there we go. Enough of that sort of thanking stuff. I'm not very good at that. I'm British. I'm not very good at this sort of thing. Here we go. There's something else that we're not very good at as being British. Social media push, attention grabbing, standing in the spotlight sort of thing. So it's the obligatory social media push because I have to do this, but I don't think I did it last time, so it's not obligatory anymore. Twitter, we're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on Reddit. We're on those 3 social media sites. There's details on the screen as of the right now. And also we have a Discord. We've got a Discord server and it's good fun in there. It's good fun in the Discord. There's a kind of nice core regular folk in there. Hello, regular Discord listening folk. Hello, how are you guys? I hope you're all okay if you're listening. If not, why not? But yeah, so it's good. Come and join in. There's stuff, there's different channels. There's a general chat channel. You can go and have a look in there if you like. That's where everyone sort of just whiffles and waffles. There's a suggestions thing. If you want to go and suggest some games to me. There's a memes channel which we put in. There's a fan art channel if you feel like drawing pictures of a cupboard. And there's all sorts of other little bits and bobs as well. Currently, there is a competition going on in the Discord to design the worst, the Geek Cupboard logo icon type thing, the channel icon. You know, the blue channel icon with TGC written on it in yellow and the kind of hex, the faint blue hex in the background. There is a competition on in the Discord to design the worst version of the icon. And, you know, I mean, you could just modify the existing icon, or people have been making absolutely horrendous, nightmarish things, but people have been joining in, and that's been a lot of fun. Some people have made some really terrible things. What is going on in their heads? I do not know. But yeah, so that also goes on as well. And it's just good fun. It's good fun. So if you have Discord and you want to pop along, then please do. Links to the Discord will be in the video description. And that leads us on to something else that I'm not very good at. Being British, I'm not very good at kind of bigging myself up and stuff. It's not the sort of British way. I'm kind of relatively polite. I like to think I'm polite anyway. Sort of polite and stuff. So I'm not very good at this. But I am going to, at some point in the next, I don't know, probably couple of weeks, I would have thought, set up a Patreon page. Now, some people might not know what that is. I imagine most people would, but some people might not. But essentially, it's like a sort of subscription-y tipping service, I would say, really. It's not really subscribing. It's a tipping service. So you can, if you want to, and again, I already feel awkward. I'll probably do this. I'll probably talk about it in this. I'll talk about it when it goes out, when I actually got it all set up, and then that'll be it, because I don't really like talking about it because it sounds far too me-ish. But yeah, so you can pay monies. You can pay monies to me to support me doing all this Geek Cupboard stuff. And of course, it's entirely voluntary. All the gaming videos I do will always be free on YouTube. I'm not going to start, or whatever platform. YouTube might collapse tomorrow. It might explode in a ball of fire, but whatever. All the gaming videos that I do will be free in whatever form. But there might be some other sort of Patreon-only stuff that we might get up to. I haven't quite decided that yet. But yeah, so I think the minimum you can donate is $1. You can donate $1 a month up to whatever you like. I don't know if there is an upper limit or not. And so yeah, it's a monthly thing. So I'll set that up. But yeah, because British not very good at talking about it. So I'll set it up and just quietly leave it running. I'll let other people advertise it, and then I don't feel quite so bad. Also, on YouTube, sponsorships are on, and super chats are on. Now, sponsorships are a thing a bit like Twitch's sponsorship, which you pay $4.99 a month for. So, but I don't quite know where the buttons and stuff are for that. I think you have to go to YouTube Gaming for that and then find the button on the channel homepage. But yeah, that's fine, whatever, it's there. Super chats are like a sort of one-off tip thing, but which are done while I live stream, but I don't live stream very often. But this gets me neatly away from self-aggrandizing and profiteering and into streaming. So streaming. I'm going to try and do some streaming in the coming weeks. It's just finding time to get stuff done, because sometimes in the evening I think I could do a stream, and then I'll look and go, oh no, I haven't got a video for tomorrow, or oh no, I'm out tomorrow night and I'm at work in the day or whatever, and the day after that I haven't got a video ready, so instead I'll have to record a video rather than doing streaming. So it's finding time to get them done. But I would love to do some streaming. I've got a very good game in mind for streaming. Really want to play the game that I've got in mind for streaming, so that should happen in the next couple of weeks. And linking back to the other thing, super chats are on for that. So if you want to chuck coins at me, then you can do. But obviously, yes, it's entirely voluntary, but I don't feel obliged anyway. Another thing, branding. I might just change the title banner a little bit. I'm not really sure if I will or what I'll do or anything, but I kind of want to make it a bit more descriptive. So you might see the title banner changes. The logo and stuff will all stay the same, but the title banner on the homepage might be a bit different. So when you look at it on your mobile app or on the desktop or whatever, it might be slightly different. So but yeah, that's sort of, it's in the back of my mind. It's not a thing that I need to do, it's a thing that I would like to do. So if I find half an hour or whatever, an hour free, I might do that. And I have a couple of little projects underway. They are video projects. They're gaming videos, but they're not necessarily let's play videos. Intriguing. They're both very, very silly and will hopefully be fun, although they might both leave you wondering about the state of my mind. They're quite different. One is linked to a new game, a modern game, and one is linked to a very old game. And they're two kinds of different style of videos. One is probably going to be longer than the other, I would have thought. But yeah, they're sort of projects that are underway, and there's no time frame on them. There's no time frame. One of them might well become a series of sort of regular series of this particular type of video, and the one will just be a one-off thing for the modern game. But yeah, so that could be fun. They might make an appearance in the next, what, month or so, I suppose. Next month or so. Oh, and sorry, linking back to the whole monies thing. I was just thinking about publishing it for views and stuff like that, publishing those videos and hoping they were, going to get some traction. Still not YouTube partnered. Let's keep pushing the dates back. I don't know what they're doing. So yes, you lucky folks get all the Geek Cupboard stuff ad-free. That is just splendid, isn't it? So that's good news for you lot. So hooray, hooray. Go and give a YouTube a high five or something. That's nice. Now on to the main thing that people are probably more interested about, and that is games. So what's coming up? What are we doing? And all that kind of stuff. Farm Manager 2018 continues to be a big success, although its sort of numbers and interest is waning. And that's no great surprise because it's been out for, I think the first video I did for this was when I was on holiday last month. The first video of the sort of full version was something like the 7th of April. And since then it's been quite big, and now the videos are garnering less attention, and that's fine because the series is, what, 18 or 19 parts in, which is to be expected because that's what happens with the series because the numbers drop off. And also it's been out for a while now, so people have, either had a chance to buy it or their interest has moved on to something else. So that's fine. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep Farm Manager going. It might not be once every other day. I've tried to do it where I can once every other day. But it might drop to, say, once every 3 days, or possibly I might leave it and have, once every 4 days at one point. I think our Lovely People's Farm game will end sooner rather than later. It'll end certainly before the next Rambles video, which will be in May, June, July. That'll be in July. It'll end certainly before then because I think the frame rate might just prove to be a problem. But yeah, I think we'll get everything done before then. There's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do. I mean, we could certainly go through and set ourselves a goal of building one of every building or having lots of fields or whatever. But at some point, we are going to have to say, well, we've done everything. We've done the stuff. It's now a success. Yay, the farm. So we'll start tackling some scenarios, I think. I think we'll get some scenarios underway. And again, I will put that to a vote. See what the people want me to see playing scenario-wise. Because, yeah, there were some easy ones, because I did that guide video for them. But there are some hard ones as well. So, yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see which scenarios we play. But I think that's kind of going to be where the future of that game lies. I think our Lovely People's Farm game, it's parts are numbered, I would think. I wonder if we'll get to 30. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah, we can still keep going with the scenarios, and that is absolutely fine. At present, there is a vote. I put it on Twitter. Again, another reason for you to do the social media stuff. But also in the Discord as well. A vote on a website, Straw Poll or something, I can't remember, as to whether I should play Prison Architect or City Skylines. There is a link in the description of this video if you want to go to the poll. If you want to chuck your vote in. Currently, it stands, I don't know what the exact numbers are right now, but Prison Architect was winning. It was winning sort of pretty much double, with double the amount of votes that Skylines has. Now, this isn't to say that I'm not going to play City Skylines. I'll probably just play I will play Prison Architect first, and then Skylines might come later on. But yeah, I'm excited about playing both of those. Now, I don't own Prison Architect. I've got to get that. I've got to get my hands on that. But I have had City Skylines for a long time, and I've played it on and off. Might have to get myself some of the new DLC stuff for it, though, which will be quite exciting. But yeah, so there's a voting thing to that. If you want to go to the link in the description and vote, cast your vote, you might well be the one to tip it to Skylines, or you might give Prison Architect a convincing lead. Also, as you may have seen in today's earlier video, we've stepped into the world of smartphone games. Yes, indeed. So yeah, that was weird. That was really weird. Setting up a smartphone for recording stuff. So I record on my PC through Audacity with my microphone, my regular PC mic, and then I record actually in the phone itself. I don't sort of cast it to my monitor or anything. It's actually recorded within the phone, and then I have to move the files from the phone onto my PC and then edit them in there, which is interesting. I mean, it's not really that much different from what we do now, apart from it just takes a little bit of time to move the file from the phone onto the PC, and that's it. And then I just put it into the editor and it all works fine as normal. But so that's interesting. So if there are any mobile games you think Penge needs to play this immediately, and they're not utterly oversaturated, there's lots of them that are completely saturated. There's lots of them where you have to pay a gazillion pounds, because mobile phone games have this very clever thing where they go, yes, right then, you want to harvest these diamonds? Sure, yeah, click to harvest the diamonds. And you go click, and it goes, yeah, okay, you can get 10 diamonds. Yeah, that'll be useful. That'll take 72 hours. And you go, It goes, or spend $2.99 on buying a team of, bomb experts to blow up the rock and get the diamonds out for you in 1 hour or whatever. But so I don't really want to have games where I have to wait, because that doesn't make for very exciting video viewing. So if you are suggesting games, make sure that they don't just involve me sitting about waiting for stuff, because that does not make interesting YouTube video. But yeah, mobile games are a thing. I can now sort of work it out. I've kind of done it. So let me know if there's something that you think I might find interesting. We have also been playing quite a lot of indie games recently. Some of those have been pretty good, actually. They've all been pretty good, I'll be fair. MacLeod, that's been tremendous. I enjoyed that. Well, I'm still enjoying it right now, although I think maybe the next part I record might be the last one. But Depraved, I enjoyed Depraved, despite all its little sort of niggles and glitches and things. But I was terrible at it. It's a game that needs to be played very slowly indeed. And I didn't play it slowly, and I got very giddy and excited. Armoured Engines, that was lovely. I enjoyed that a lot. And Cliff Empire, which may well make a return. Cliff Empire is a good streaming game, I think. And I have gone back and played that a little bit because it was just very good. And I played it, I was far better on my second run through. Now I know how it works and stuff than I was on the actual videos that you saw on the channel. And also Far Lone Sails, played that. That was beautiful. I might, toward the end of this year, do like a top 10 games of the year or something, or the Geek Cupboard's top 10 games of the year. That will, unless I don't know, 10 other games come in and bash that out of the top 10, that's going to be up there, because that was tremendous. It was a wonderful game. It was just lovely. It was all wonderful and nice and calming. It looked gorgeous. There were no baddies and there was no stress. It was just sort of nice jumping around and solving puzzles. It was lovely. So expect that sort of thing to continue as I kind of pick up some more sort of indie games to play. But of course, I will still be playing sort of the bigger indie game. I suppose though, Farm Manager is an indie game. It is an indie game. It's just a bigger indie game than some other ones. But so I'll continue playing those. Frostpunk baffles me, because Frostpunk is a fantastic game that is also going to earn its place in a top 10 list at the end of the year. But it just doesn't have any traction on the channel. People just do not seem to care. If I have a look at something, if I drop my mouse and then pick up the mouse up and have a look at something. So the temperature drop episode of Frostpunk, part 3, has been out a couple of days. So published on the 22nd of May. And I'm recording this on the 24th because that's how absolutely organised I am. In 2 days, pretty much, that's got 87 views. It's not even got into treble figures. 87 views. Yet the Farm Manager video for looking at the Steam Workshop items, which, I mean, I'll be fair, Farm Manager is very good. I like Farm Manager, but the Steam Workshop items video, I thought I'll just put it together because it won't take long. It's 8 minutes 37. It covers a green tractor, which is just a reskinning of the blue tractor, some barley and a fence. That's got 241 views. I mean, that's 3 times as many-ish, not quite, but 3 times as many as Frostpunk, which has got like really deep sort of decision making and proper quandaries that make you question the person you are. And these really tough, horrible choices you make, and people are dying in the cold, and the scouts, and all these other things, and that gets 87 views, and yet a thing about a fence gets 240. It mystifies me. I don't know why. It doesn't quite garner the attention it deserves. So I don't know what to do with it. Because it does kind of haul the channel down. When we put Frostpunk down, we can see a very visible thing. And I think it's linked to YouTube's sort of algorithm and engine, all that kind of stuff. When we put Frostpunk out and it doesn't do very well, it hauls the rest of the channel down. Everything in the channel all slumps. So I don't know whether to do it because I want to finish it, or I don't know whether to stop it and put some other games out and hope that you all forget. I don't know. I'm not sure. Not entirely sure. What else am I looking at? I'm looking at a big, grand strategy type game and also an exploration type game, both of which are excellent. So I hope you'll enjoy those. I think you'll know what they are when they come out. And some of you may be wondering what happened to the Universim. And yes, it was a shame. The Universim, I went away, I think. Was that when I went away on holiday? I think I might have gone away on holiday, so I recorded some. Yes, because I put some parts out while I was away. And I came back and thought, right, time to record part 6, was it, I think? And the Universim had been updated. It had a shiny new version. I can't remember what it's called now. So I was playing on the Beast Hunter update. And then it was another actual proper named update. So it wasn't it wasn't a small minor patch. It was a big update. And yeah, it had rendered all the saves from any previous versions entirely obsolete. I couldn't load any of my saves, so I'd have to start again. So the plan for the Universim is leave it until the next version, so there's enough that's changed. So, you know, a significant amount of things that have changed. And then we shall go back into it and start playing again. And I might possibly just like churn that out. So I might do sort of, whatever, 10 parts of that really quickly just to get it out and just to get it before they update it again. And then I lose all my saves again. But that was a shame because I loved the Universim. It was tremendous fun. And yeah, I think we were just getting into it. We were just getting into the point where we're getting the planks and the sort of, whatever it was, the sort of processed stones, so like the actual sort of blocks of stone rather than loose stone. And yeah, it was a shame that it stopped then, because I think we were not quite heading on to the medieval sort of era or whatever it was with the little houses or anything. But yeah, we were getting some of the better buildings and the better perks and all that kind of stuff. So that was a shame. But yeah, we'll come back to that. We shall come back to that. And finally, I can't say much about it, but I'm hoping to get my hands on something very exciting indeed. If it works, it might not work. I might not be able to do what I'm after. But I'm going to try my very hardest to just do something and get my hands on a game, and it will be very, very exciting. I mean, it looks like a very, very good game, and I think it'll be interesting. It'll be popular. It'll be very, very good to play. So hopefully, I can get my hands on that. And that is it for games. That is it for games. I think that's quite a comprehensive review of what's going on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and I've got so many games. I have a list of the I call it immediate. So I've got games to play immediately, and then games to sort of play soon, and then games to ponder kind of thing. And the immediate list normally just has sort of 2 or 3 on it, and then I'll get round to it. The immediate list has 9 things on it, which is just silly. Because I've got no time. I've got no time. I need a time machine. So if one of you could gift me a time machine, I mean, preferably I'd have a TARDIS. It's slightly easier to manage, but you know, a DeLorean would be fine, or a Bill and Ted style phone box, that'd be fine as well. But yeah, DeLorean's a little bit harder to use. I don't really live anywhere around here. I'd have to go out into the motorway or whatever. But yeah. So what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. But yes, time. Need more time. Need more time to play all these things. That's what I was talking about. But that's it now. That's it for games. Chair news. Oh yes, chair news. Chair news. I always forget chair news. I never write chair news down on my really loose, rubbishy plan. It's still broken. It's still broken. I do desperately need to get a new one, because now it creaks a lot as well. If you can hear things in the background, hang on. The editing software might cut this out. I'll try and not cut it out, but it makes a terrible noise whenever I move about, and it creaks and clonks and cracks and all sorts of things. I mean, to be fair, the amount of takeaways I've been having recently might not have helped. It's, you know, it's bearing some extra weight, I think. It's bearing some extra weight. Every weekend, pretty much, I've gone, that's our takeaway. Oh, Chinese. Oh, Chinese. Oh, pizza. Why don't just have a vegetable? Just eat an apple or something, for goodness sake. So yeah, chair news. It's still broken. I do need to get a new chair, because yeah, it's just a glamorous stool now. The wheels don't move on it anymore. The remaining 2 wheels of the 5. It's just sort of tilted toward the screen as well, and I have to tilt it toward the computer and the desk in the Geek Cupboard, because if I tilt it away, I kind of end up leaning backwards. It's just a bit weird. So yeah, need a new chair really. Need a new chair. Should really get on that. And that's it. That is it for the ramble. Now, if you are still here, if you're still listening at this point, if you've actually persevered through to this point and you've never heard one before, now you know why it's called a ramble, because it's just me spouting absolute piffle. But so yeah, there you go. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you. If you're listening this far, even, then thank you more. Thank you more if you're listening at this point, because you have endured much waffle and nonsense. So yes, thank you very much for enduring that. And again, thank you for taking part in the channel, liking, disliking, comments, whatever, all the stuff, sharing, and spread the word of the Geek Cupboard. Tell people tell neighbours and friends and passers-by and dentists and, I don't know, if you're committing a crime, tell the police officers that you're arresting you, whatever. Just tell them all about the Geek Cupboard. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. One thing I did not mention earlier with the subs, just very, very quickly, was it was mentioned on the Discord, and I thought it was quite a funny idea. If we ever get to 50,000 subscribers, which it may never happen. It may never, ever happen. And I don't know. At this rate, it would take me a long while. It would take me like 10 years. So we'd need something magic to happen, some sort of magic to boost the channel up to some ridiculous levels. If I ever did get to 50,000 subscribers, we would have a 50,000 subscriber special where I would go, I, as Penge, would go to the place in South London called Penge, and I would record my antics whilst in Penge. So Penge would be in Penge. Now, if that isn't worth telling people about, find, you know, any relatives you've got. Has your gran got a mobile phone? Just go to your gran's mobile phone. She might have a YouTube account or whatever. Just subscribe YouTube. Sisters, brothers, anybody, literally anybody. Just tell them. But yeah, so 50,000 subs, and I will go to Penge. We'll have a video day out of Penge in Penge, having fun in Penge. And maybe I could find shops that are called Penge, so I could be like, Penge in Penge in the Penge bakery or whatever, which would just be quite a lot of fun, I think. So that'll be a laugh. That'll be good, if nothing else. And yeah, that's it. Now I'm going to stop, and you can all go back to your daily lives and, I don't know, have a lie down in a nice dark room after this, whatever it is, 25 minutes of nonsense. So yeah, thank you everybody again for contributing. I'm very appreciative. It means a lot. And yes, thank you once more. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time. Let's throw that at you. That might get you. That's a beautiful shot. This is an unpleasant angle, Trish. Can you just fall in the water, please? This is the best box. This is my favourite box of the game so far. Oh no. It is hurting me. It's hurting me a lot. Very interesting way of doing your medical examination. So who's examining who?